Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Alderano Jeffries, and I'm the Director of the Academic Advancement Programs here at the University of Central Florida. I'm excited to welcome you to the start of the Pre-Grad Nights as you prepare for graduate school.
Dear Pre-Grad Nights, we are so glad you're joining AAP in this graduate school preparation journey. Welcome to the family.
Although Academic Advancement Programs focuses on graduate school and professional school applications, Pre-Grad Nights Canvas course mainly focuses on the graduate school application. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about the expectations and the requirements within the Canvas course. So first, you're going to choose 10 assignments with your AAP pre-grad coach. So this is going to be your meeting one. You're going to sit down, talk about the grad school checklist, which we will talk about shortly, and kind of figure out what's going to be more beneficial for you through your application process and getting you from point A to point B, grad school, and eventually your career path. We want to understand what you're looking for in terms of grad school and your career path so we can better help you and individualize this Canvas course for you. We want to make sure you're as prepared as possible and have as much knowledge about the application process, the requirements, and what the school is looking for specifically to better help your application shine. And last but not least, we want to let you know that although you have those two requirements to meet with an AAP pre-grad coach, the beginning to pick your assignments and at the end to kind of understand your experience, you're still more than welcome to meet with us throughout the entire experience within PGK and get some help with your application's requirements. If you want more feedback or if you're just not understanding the assignment in general, we're more than happy to help you. This can be overwhelming, so we're here to give you as much support as possible. And again, you're part of the AAP familia now. Now, going over the grad school checklist, I do want to let you know beforehand, a lot of these components can be seen on the professional school applications as well, but today we're going to focus more on how it applies directly to the graduate school application process. So each of the components you see here is a module within the Pre-Grad Nights Canvas course, and there's assignments within each division of the components to kind of help you get a better idea of what to expect, to kind of enhance your understanding of it and better prepare you for those applications. So now we're going to talk about each one a little bit more in depth so you have a better idea of what to expect. So first, graduate programs. This is looking at master's, PhD. Which one are you kind of looking at? Because each one will vary a little bit in the application itself. You also want to look at location. Is it financially well for you? Is this where you want to live for a few years? Is this where you want to set up your career? You also want to look at the school as a whole, not just the program itself. Does the school give you an environment to help you thrive? Is it going to help you? Is it what you are looking for in your future career, your future endeavors? Because again, you're going to spend a few years here, so you want to make sure you're picking a school that works best for you. Next, we have letters of recommendation. So typically, you're going to look at 2 to 3 letters of recommendation. Masters, you're going to have 1 professor, 1 holistic experience. So this is going to be either an internship, research experience, work experience, someone that can speak on you and kind of talk more about who you are as a person in an overall manner. Now, PhDs, they're typically going to look for 3 professors just because they're looking for your research experience. That's who you are holistically for your future career. So research is usually within labs, which professors typically have, which is why it ends up being typically 3 professor letters of recommendations. Next, we have our resume and CV. If you don't know what a CV is, it's a curriculum vitae, basically a living document of everything you've done since high school graduation up until now. So your entire undergraduate experience wrapped up in a long list of pages. So unlike a resume, you don't have to condense your CV. It can be up to 30, 40 pages long. You can look at your professors to kind of get an idea of what to expect. But typically you'll see a CV requirement for research and PhD programs. Resumes are typically for masters, but it's still a good idea to have a CV just so you can pull information from it when you need to and see what's going to work best for which program, which experience, just so you have it for future reference. Now we have funding options. So if you're concerned about your finances, you want to look at different programs, see what they have to offer you. How much financial aid are they offering you, graduate assistantships, or if you need to look more for fellowships. You want to make sure you have a good understanding of that and what to focus on. Next, admissions test. So this is typically the GRE. I like to think of it as the college version of an SAT. So basically a small standardized test you have to take. A lot of programs are dropping it since COVID, And when you're looking at your programs, you want to make sure all the requirements you have and what's expected of you, because if you don't have to take the GRE, you don't want to be taking extra time studying and paying for the GRE if it's not a requirement for you to take and if it's not even going to be inputted into what they're looking for in your application. Next, we have admission statements. So this is where we can pull information from your CV and make you shine. Figure out what experiences were important to you, what makes you unique, and make sure that that shows within your admission statements. This is what's going to make you as competitive as possible, highlighting those experiences that are important to you, that maybe showed why you want to pursue your career path, and maybe an opportunity to show how much you've already incorporated within your career field. They can ask for a variety of different statements, such as a personal statement, statement of goals, statement of purpose. Each one is going to be written a little bit differently in terms of body paragraph, but each application is going to require a different statement. So you can't write one and then just send it to all schools. You're going to write an individualized statement for each and every school. So that's something to keep in mind when you do have to write your applications. And again, Pre-Grad Nights Canvas courses to help you through every step of the application process. And we are here as AAP pre-grad coaches to help you through every part of it as well. So if you're struggling on anything or you want some extra eyes on any part of your component, we are here to help you because you are part of the AAP familia. So don't hesitate to reach out.